Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's dive on in. And let's start off with this post here from Panos, MEK over on Twitter. We do see the XRP ledger AMM will be a game changer. And yes, the automated market maker is a big deal for the XRP ledger and for even XRP as a whole. This is exactly how it will essentially work in the most simple format possible. Liquidity attracts traders, which is equivalent to volume. Volume equals fees. Trading volume generates fees. Fees enable higher LP returns, liquidity pool returns, and then the liquidity pool returns sustain liquidity and incentivize more people to provide liquidity. And essentially, this is how it would work. And this will increase liquidity for XRP. It will increase volume and demand for XRP. And this would be very significant for the entire XRP ledger and for XRP holders, especially those that are going to provide XRP for the liquidity pools. Obviously, yes, there's always going to be a risk whenever you do provide tokens in a liquidity pool, but this would ultimately be a massive game changer for XRP and the entire XRP ledger. But the problem is that this has been in progress around getting passed for a while, and a lot of people will ask me, Nick, what do you think is the holdup? Why are we having so many people voting against this? Because as you guys do see over here, there's a lot of individuals voting against the AMM. And honestly, I don't understand why. I mean, maybe they think that the XRP ledger is still fragile and it won't be able to handle the demand. I don't know why they're saying nay, but again, I'm not a developer, so I wouldn't really know from their perspective what they are seeing, but I do know from what David Schwartz said and from what the Ripple team has said as well, that they actually think that this is a very good idea, which we will go into depth on. But over here, here's a little bit more of an in-depth view on how the AMM actually works. Shout out to XRP_Crow for this. He did tag me in it, so I'm going to bring it up. We do see uncover the power of the XRP ledger automated market maker AMM with this fire visual guide. What's the XLS 30D amendment? How does AMM revolutionize trading? Unveil the magic behind AMM functions. So here we have a little bit of a graph. I'm going to go and open both of these in the tab. So here we have a simple guide to it. XRP holders and investors have the potential to generate passive income. That's right, passive income by participating as liquidity providers or engaging in other trading activities. Impermanent loss risk possible. Do your own research. What is XLS 30D? Well, this is the amendment behind the AMM. What is an AMM? Well, the automated market maker is a decentralized exchange protocol that allows users to swap assets using liquidity from pre-funded token pools, eliminating the need for market makers to determine price. And we have a quote from David Schwartz. I'm more personally excited about this feature AMM than any other proposed XRP ledger feature in the past decade. Flexible financial products, community-driven fee structure, and novel auction mechanism. And this is how it will essentially work. Again, very simple way of formatting it. And down here we do see the new liquidity pool type, single-sided deposits and withdrawals. We have the equal asset and also the single-sided. You can see how this will essentially work. This is one-to-one, deposit a certain amount of XRP, but not solo on the right side as well. And we do see XLS 30 amendment is not yet enabled on the XRP ledger. It was still in voting. At the time that this did get posted, it was 34.29%. I don't think that, yeah, it's 37.14%. So it has slightly increased a little bit, but it needs to be 80% plus for a yes, and it needs to be 80% plus yeses or yays, if you will, in order for this to actually pass. And sorry, let me go back. So it does take some time. For an example, the NFT amendment took about 6+ months for it to get passed, and this is much larger than the NFT amendment that got introduced to the XRP ledger. But outside of this, we also have the simple guide to the AMM. This is just the rehashing what we already went over up here, but this did give us a little bit more in depth. Now, I want to go over some of the benefits for this. So here we have the overall AMM. So constant liquidity. AMMs provide constant liquidity by using algorithmically determined pricing. Users can trade without needing active counterparties as the liquidity is always available. Smoother trading experiences. AMMs play a crucial role in facilitating trading for new and existing projects, ensuring a more accessible, efficient, and smoother trading experience. Liquidity provision opportunity, a community benefit. AMMs are designed for token holders to participate by providing liquidity to pools. As liquidity providers, they earn trading fees from all swaps and trading activity. Improved pricing. AMMs continually incentivize arbitrageurs to balance the AMM, so they are much more likely to offer a fair price and a narrow spread. This in turn reduces the risk for users seeking quick asset trades. So again, this is it's really going to open the door of opportunity. Now, the big question is, why are people so against this? So shout out to Mr. Fresh Time, Mickey B. Fresh. He actually put out a full thread on this, and we do see David Schwartz message for UNL validators. Only reason to oppose the AMM amendment is if you don't want the XRP ledger to grow. This is literally from David Schwartz. The XLS30D AMM amendment is monumental for XRP community, earns 3 times yield streams for liquidity providers. Ripple Swell announcement that Ripple payments to be integrated directly in XRP ledger native decentralized exchange and AMM. And yes, if you guys did miss it, essentially during the Ripple Swell, we did see an announcement that Ripple payments, aka RippleNet, on-demand liquidity will be integrated directly into the native decentralized exchange and AMM. So imagine the amount of demand for XRP at that point. The price obviously will increase significantly. But beyond that, when we talk about this, imagine being a liquidity provider on the network when we start to see institutional grade adoption of Ripple payments. If that's directly integrated within the decentralized exchange and AMM, imagine the amount of money that you can make passively through just allowing your XRP to be in a liquidity pool. And not all of it, obviously, because again, there's still the risk of losing it all. I think that this is a huge opportunity. And the question is, like, why are people opposing this? And here we have from David Schwartz, and this is a quick 3-minute long video. Like I said, go check out Mickey B. Fresh over on YouTube as well as on Twitter. But he actually breaks this down.
So according to David Schwartz on Twitter, about the only reason to oppose the AMM amendment is if you don't want the XRP ledger to grow. That would be rational if you thought the XRPL was currently too broken and couldn't handle it. I don't believe either of those things. And I agree, it was built to be a value exchange. And then he says, regarding the amendment voting process from the UNL validators regarding XLS30D amendment, he says, in general, validators shouldn't vote yes individually. The community should make a decision, and then validators should nearly all vote yes when they believe the community is on board and enough nodes support the change. So that is very interesting right there, because we have 35 UNL validators and they represent the community. And I think it's important that the community knows that and the validators know that as well. Then he goes on to say, the amendment voting process is intended to coordinate activation and prevent activation if a problem is discovered. It's really not supposed to be a governance mechanism. In my opinion, David Schwartz's opinion, validators should generally vote what they think the community has agreed on and not what they think is best. I think it's pretty overwhelming. The community is for the automated market maker. I mean, this is a no-brainer. The amount of benefits, and I think that hasn't been highlighted enough in a lot of these discussions, because I just don't think the knowledge level is there. And the narrative has steered to people scaring others away because of a permanent loss, but not mentioning all the benefits. So basically he's saying, when amendments, there's this much effort put into them over 2 years period that are this monumental, that are built to work with the existing technologies and core protocols. This isn't some amendment that's outside the box, that's bringing some extravagant new feature that's never been tested before.
So you guys have it. And yeah, I mean, like, as we really kind of look at this, like, I agree. I completely agree. I think that the education around this is there's not enough education on it. I think that a few of these people just don't understand how big this actually will be. It will be monumental. It's not just monumental for the XRP price. It's actually monumental for the entire XRP ledger. And it's also very monumental for allowing XRP to be utilized in much larger markets, in much larger use cases, because the liquidity within the actual ledger around XRP and many tokens as well, because again, there could be liquidity pools for, other tokens within the ecosystem. We're talking about Solo, Corium, you name it. It could unlock a tsunami of liquidity for the entire ecosystem. Yet I don't understand why we don't have a huge amount of overwhelming support for this AMM. It's underwhelming at this current moment in time in terms of the support for this. And it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And there has been discussions on Twitter, regarding this, but we even see here it's time to have a real XRP community call with top minds, YouTubers, and influencers about non-action by UNL validators. This unnecessary delay is unacceptable, especially now that Ripple officially announced their integration of enterprise payment volume into the decentralized exchange and AMM. And here we have from Ripple.com, a number of announcements were made at Ripple's annual conference Swell to show how Ripple Payments can support a variety of payments needs for businesses 24/7, 365 across regions and currencies. Then over here, we do see a new integration with the XRP Ledger's native decentralized exchange will buttress global liquidity. Options for Ripple customers, streamlining customer onboarding into new markets and improving product performance. Through newly expanded liquidity options, Ripple Payments can fulfill customers' liquidity needs on demand 24/7, 365. Then over here, the lightning fast onboarding and accelerated go-to-market strategies. New integrations with the XRP Ledger's native decentralized exchange will improve product performance and lower the barrier to new markets, or the barrier to entry for new markets, by tapping into global liquidity options. And this is the ability to fulfill customers' liquidity needs on demand 24/7, 365. What are the development side targets by the end of this year? One of the biggest things is the adoption of the automated market maker on the XRP Ledger. We will definitely love to see it happen sooner rather than later. And again, it's like, to me, I don't know why we're not seeing this happen faster, if I'm being honest, because it makes 100% sense. Like I said, I'm not a developer, right? I'm not here to be a developer. I just did the research on this as well. I've been looking into things around this AMM, and I can't see why this is not getting passed. A big argument, like we've seen this one down here. So there's an argument between, or a discussion, I should say, between Mickey B. Fresh and Wojake. And we do see here, I want to see the AMM pools exist on the XRP Ledger. I really do, but the circumstances tell me that the AMM amendment shouldn't at all. I even tried to deeply understand and develop, develop on it early/mid this year. My current ultimatum, we need more reports on the AMMs on the XRP Ledger mainnet. And we do see, like, what's the major risk? The XRP Ledger lacks any economic model and lacks demand for people to hold XRP. This is more than just a new feature. It's the XRP Ledger's lifeblood. We don't have another 6 months for that. I think it's taken long enough. We need to start driving some TVL for an ecosystem to develop. Until I see overwhelming evidence that there's serious risk, it's far too much of risk to not press forward. And I completely agree. But we do see down here, like, this is all true until the XRP Ledger crashes. But even like Mickey B. Fresh is responding, like, all of these defenses are already built in order for it to handle the load of transaction fees, or as transaction fees increase. I think there's a far bigger risk in delaying based on the theoretical nature that there will be an overwhelming load. Where is the massive load going to come from with bare-bone ecosystem at the moment? Ripple's the only one who has the ability to pump massive real trade volume through, and the fact that they can throttle that volume is actually beneficial. Again, like, I don't see a problem at all with this. Like, we see so many other sort of underwhelming amendments get passed in very short amount of times, yet one of the most monumental ones that could essentially boost the XRP ledger in terms of the demand for it and even the utility around it. And we already know from David Schwartz, as well as many other individuals from Ripple, that this is, there's no problems with this. Like, the only reason to oppose it is if you don't want the XRP ledger to grow. Like, at this point, what's the holdup? And I think that that's what everyone is really kind of looking at. And in my opinion, there shouldn't be any holdup. This would unlock, like I said, a tsunami of liquidity. This will change the game. This will also unlock passive income for anyone who did want to provide their XRP at a risk to the liquidity pools. So my big question is, when are we going to see this pass? Is this going to pass? And why hasn't it passed already? We're getting there, but we still need a lot more yays and a lot less nays at this point, because we're at about roughly 37.14%. This is only going to continue to grow. This will probably get passed or denied in about 6 months. It's going to take some time, if I'm being honest. So we're definitely going to keep a close eye out on this. But this is one of the most monumental upgrades and, one of the biggest amendments around the XRP ledger. And just like David Schwartz said, in the last decade. So with that being said, if you guys do want to go get some crypto apparel, you guys are more than welcome to over on tokenizedthreads.com. There's going to be a link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord on the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.